Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Oh, NL, why is your streak at 0? I thought you had a good streak. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the fact that maybe I had a run that seemed like it started good, except I had one Spirit Heart, and then a champion enemy ran into me 45 milliseconds into it, and I angrily hit the stop recording button on my computer because I'm a little baby. ZZ7R Gep3. Hopefully this run has been blessed by Johnny Gep. Of course, he plays Captain Jack Raven in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Stats on this one... Anyway, yeah, I lost. But, I'm not going to sweat it too much. I don't want to derail my own narrative of actually playing decently in Isaac lately. But, stats on this one are modestly okay. Like, it's like a 6.5 out of 10. We got acceptable speed, which is really... Speed is mostly, like... Is it good or not? It's not like damage, you know, there's a gradient. Ooh, well, our damage is okay, but we could use a tier effect to, you know, modify it in this direction. It's more like, can I dodge enemies consistently? 1.13 speed probably puts us at that level. Spacebar item's good. HP's terrible, but at least, you know, for having only Spirit Hearts, at least we have enough to weather the storm slightly here. And damage is okay, although, admittedly, that's really nice. Our rate of fire is pretty bad. But the spacebar item is pretty good. Contributes to Bookworm. And leaves us in a position in which I can, hopefully... I mean, it already gave us a black card, so I don't know what I'm complaining about, but hopefully pick up some good stuff. For now, though, it's all about getting that first deal with the devil. It's been a little while... Actually, that's not true. I was going to say it's been a little while since I had a super powerful run. It's actually been, like... maybe 2 runs since I had whatever run gave us Mega. That was like, you know, certainly less than a week ago, so let's not act like it's absurd or anything like that. Don't give me a champion Ragman right off the bat. Okay, I think it's a Ragman who does not summon spiders, so there's like some mercy on the game's end there. Unless, I mean, presumably that will become a spider. Oh, but it becomes like a lame spider. This is a good champion Ragman. Dude, we shoot the head to deal damage, but I actually want the spider to spawn, or at least don't really care if the spider spawns, because each of the spiders takes 2 hits to kill. Oh, what a shot! Okay, well, I'll take the speed. I'm not super thrilled, but 1.43 speed is something. I don't know. HP upgrade from our item room, then give me a fight against, Famine, so we can pick up a cube of meat, and I think we're off to the races here. Good pill. Bombs are key. Actually, like a pretty terrible pill, but I'll change my tune pretty quickly if we're able to pick up a Tinted Rock as a result of this. You gotta go. You gotta go, dude! Okay, 1 key. Now we're set. Alright, so just don't throw it away. The sheep out there watching these videos still think you're good at Isaac. Wait, is my microphone on? They think you're on an upswing, so all we gotta do is hold it together just a little while longer and we'll be good here. I really thought this was a secret room access, but shouldn't be, sadly. We'll use a bomb to get a bomb and also be able to shoot like 6 poops here. If you had just given me 6 poops, I never would have shot him, but because of the fact that these ones were hidden, I'm like, in my head, implicitly, they're worth more. So 1 bomb for a pill, though, is the thing, 1 cent. Okay, not really worth the cost of doing business there. Damage up, HP up. Bread and butter. God's flesh is good, but dangerous. And I'm not talking about foodborne illness. Listeria, salmonella, etc. Etc. is not a bacteria. It's a linguistical term that means and so on. But you know what I mean. I'm talking about running into enemies that are champions and then hurt us. Or that do contact damage and hurt us. But do they do contact damage if they're small? I can't recall. I mean, we got enough bombs. We can look for a secret room. And this is great. Although also sort of scary. Start to mill them out. Oh, that's real bad. Come on, spiders. Come on, spiders. Come on, spiders. Let's go. Dude, for real, though? Thank you. Degas. Onsus. We might as well. I think there's 2 Onsus. Blank rune. Degas. Hagalaz. And then a Yera rune. Okay. Well, the next thing you do is use a bomb here. Hope for money or direct spirit hearts would also... Okay. Sweet. Alright. So then we go into our shop. Inside of our shop, there's no spirit heart for sale. Are you kidding me? Okay. So then you save your bomb to get you out of a jam here against your boss. As much as I wish that that weren't the case, seems like the best course of action, sadly. And we try to keep this spider, honestly, out of our business. It worked out surprisingly well. Pin is actually like my son, so don't talk to me. He's the cutest boss, and he's also... Look at that face. Look at that little grumpy face. Ooh. Is somebody grumpy because they're getting murdered on the 2nd floor? That's Pin, man. He's got a nice little Tomo face. So, it's also a boss we shouldn't use a bomb against, because he could push it into us and cause us some real problems. Don't take this. Not yet, anyway. Are you kidding me? First off, that could have murdered us. Never do that again. Absolutely become Dark Judas. Absolutely do not pick up Guppy's tail. But yeah, become Dark Judas, which for some reason manifests as a speed downgrade. But dude, look at the damage is the thing. Okay, yeah. We're certainly far from out of the woods, but honestly, second to maybe 9 lives or Abaddon, Dark Judas was probably like the best we could have done in that deal with the devil. So we should be extremely stoked. You know, we're at 10 damage on the 3rd floor. That's awesome. Now, the cost is that we also had 2 demon hearts, and that's it. So, you know, there are some enemies, and by some enemies, I mean literally one enemy in the game that could kill us in 1 hit. So hopefully this whole floor is not made of that guy, because he's a real jerk, as far as I'm concerned. I would even call him a jerk ass. And I don't like to swear, because sometimes that means that Pepsi doesn't want to advertise on my videos anymore. But I'm going to say it. He's a jerk ass. He warrants a swear word of that magnitude. How to jump is a good defensive item, but I don't think I have the cerebral capabilities to use it, or at least have not, smart move, dedicated myself to the art of using it, and as a result, I'm going to choose not to. I feel pretty dumb about taking damage against an enemy we never should have taken damage against, so I'm going to endeavor to make up for it by not taking any more damage on this floor, or we'll be dead, so let's stay away from that. Just do one little small room here, hopefully with enemies that do not do 1 full heart of damage or spit bombs at us. Leave. Crack this. Crack this. Ace of Hearts. Tears up. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. And we should be able to keep these guys at bay pretty easily. I mean, we're actually in a great spot. The stats on this run are out of control right now. The damage is so high relative to what we'd normally be at. I'm just very surprised and offended, and honestly, I feel like a little persecuted that I don't have a spirit heart right now. Where's the nanny state when I need it? Come on. I stopped buying avocado toasts. Where's my house? And by house, I mean spirit heart. Okay, this guy should... I mean, we're getting so lucky that we're fighting the world's easiest bosses over and over. And this is a great option for us. We don't need stats, so thank you for the spirit hearts, and we'll just move along. We should be in a great spot now, but let's just try not to hemorrhage HP to enemies anymore. You know, we learned a valuable lesson. That, I oftentimes take damage on that room. I'm going to choose to forgive myself for that. But we're going to move along here and be better. I love, and I know that this is... I'm going to preface this by saying I know that I am a millennial. When I make fun of millennials, it's actually a making fun of the making fun of millennials, because we're getting dunked on by print media, which is hilarious for other reasons. But anyway, you know, there was a big article. I guess we just take this right away. A big article like a week ago. I don't know if it was a big article or it just made the rounds. Let's not, you know, gussy it up too much. But there's an Australian billionaire, multi-millionaire at least, who said, like, if millennials want to start buying a home, they should stop buying avocado toasts. And he's like, well, you see, back in my day when I was looking to buy my first home, I didn't buy avocado toast. I just ate cereal. It saved me like $2 a day. And then, you know, if millennials these days want to buy a house, stop complaining and just start, you know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And then, of course, it turned out later that he had received a $34,000 loan from his, oh, hello. A $34,000 loan from his family to start his own business. Not that it's a lot of money, but at the same time indicates he was given a leg up himself. It has nothing to do with avocado toast. I mean, what millennial spent $34,000 on avocado toast in his life except for Mr. Avocado? Do you have a dossier, Kate? What's up?
I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Not in the least.
Really?
Truly, madly, deeply.
I am very hungry.
You should sort out food for yourself, and I'll be fine.
You're not gonna eat dinner?
I will eat dinner, but I'm not hungry at the present moment. I'm recording a Binding of Isaac Afterbirth video. That is going to take like another 35 minutes.
Should I get sushi?
Go for it.
Should I get you sushi?
You know what? Get me one of whatever you think I would like.
Alright. Avocado roll coming.
Look at that, see? The correlation between not owning a home and eating avocado grows one stronger. Let me get the soundproof booth uncompromised here again. But the whole reason for this story is I could watch people get dunked on all day. Is anybody else in this boat? I love watching people give bad unsolicited advice and then later it comes out that, you know, they're a victim of their own hubris and thinking that they're a genius. It's the sweetest feeling in the world. It's better than a nitro cold brew. It's better than a dirty West Coast IPA. I saw another one that was like, you know, if millennials want to buy a home, they should stop going out to the club. And then the dude listed like the expenses of going out to the club. I'm fairly anti-club. I'm not anti their existence, but like I don't like going to them. This dude listed like the average cost of going to a club was like $300 a night. And he's like, if you just don't go to a club twice a week for a year, that's a 5% down payment on a $500,000 home. And you're like, are you actually an idiot? Who's going out and spending $300 twice a week or even like once a lifetime at the club? That's madness. It's like $20 parking, $20 cover, $150 on drinks, $15 to pregame. You're out of your mind, old man. That's absurd. You get the $2 bottle of wine at the 7-Eleven. You slam 2 of those before you go to the club. You buy 1 drink so it doesn't look suspicious. And then parking? What are you... Old man, millennials don't drink and drive. That's probably a harmful attitude, but I'm just saying. You know, he's inviting that kind of comparison as a result of his own ignorance. Jumper, cables, bloody recharge. Kill enemies, get charges. That seems useful for me right here. Maybe... And I say this with love, because to some extent, members of my own family fall into this camp. Maybe it'd be easier to buy a home if 40 to 70-year-olds around the planet stopped buying homes as investments and then flipping them 5 years later because they got nothing better to do than watch HGTV. Look, I know the Property Brothers. They're handsome, charming boys. I don't know the Property Brothers, but I'm familiar with them, and I know they're Canadian, so I support them explicitly, regardless of, you know, what they're doing. And I do mean explicitly. However, it's like, stop telling our generation what to do. You can't have it both ways, you know? We got the same, oh, millennials, stop buying brunch if you want to ever own a house. By the way, could you come over here and please help me fix my computer? There's a Croatian hacker says that He's gonna delete my old photos if I don't send him $300 in Bitcoin, whatever that is, you know? We gotta learn to work together here. I admit, for all the things that, you know, I think our generation's great at, are we a little image exposed? I think so. But the thing is, you know, we're not a uniform people, you know? Sure, there's Instagram celebrities who, and this is the pot calling the kettle black, are a little vapid and image obsessed, and I think, you know, people coming up in this day and age might think it's the norm to take, like, you know, $20,000 trips 3 times a year, go down to Ibiza and club and spend, you know, $1,500 just because you can. But there's also a lot of people, you know, grinding it out with, like, master's degrees, working at Mexican restaurants, you know, scraping together every cent that they can possibly muster. I'm taking Guppy's paw here, by the way. To be able to eventually maybe own a home that's worth, or that's at least charging like 4 times what it charged 15 years ago, just because, you know, it's been bought and sold 10 times. People put in new carpets and then listed for $150,000 over what it was when they bought it. It's absurd, man. The vilification has got to stop, and we're guilty of it too. This is such like a soapboxy episode. I just wanted to talk about toast, and now I'm here. I'm bringing the generations together in the Binding of Isaac, and the cats are going, please stop yelling. But, you know, we're guilty of it too. We look down on the older generation to some extent, technologically illiterate, you know, environmentally destructive. That's all in the past, man. We gotta work together. Mostly to borrow money from the generation behind us so that we can put a down payment on a home. Anyway, so I'm gonna be reckless here. I'm gonna avocado toast it up like crazy here. We're gonna see if we can't get like sin robes, or yeah, I mean, I'll take experimental treatment. That's a damage and tears upgrade, which is really valuable. We're not quite in a beautiful spot yet, but we're doing pretty well. And that goes for our generation as... No, I don't know what I'm talking about effectively. I don't know. I feel like internet's become like an angrier place. Catalyzed by, you know, political differences especially, but... And I think back, and this is nostalgia speaking, I think back to like the internet of 2012, and I'm like, oh, everything was so nice back then. I'm gonna play a video game. Wow, cool. I also like video games. Me too, you know? And now it's like, I'm gonna play a video game. Don't play that video game. The artist made a tweet one time that said that McDonald's is better than Burger King. And you're like, oh, man. I don't know. I just thought I would... It got pretty good scores. Yeah, the media's bought and paid for, though. I don't, like, is social media, like, the worst thing that's happened to the world in our history? I don't know, because on the one hand, yeah, definitely, but, like, on the other hand, I got to post a screenshot of me winning a solo match of Players Unknown Battlegrounds, so I'd say, like, that's pretty much a wash. Like, I'm not trying to say that I fully negated all of the annoying parts of social media via my actions, but... I mean, unless you're disagreeing with me, I'm just gonna kind of float that one over home plate and you can smack it home yourself. Tomo, I gotta be honest with you. You're really abusing the in and out privileges of this parking lot. You gotta, you know, choose your spot. You sleep 16 hours a day. Do you really need to move every 2 hours between rooms just to try to make it happen? If you, okay, you're pawing the door. That's pathetic and cute. There you go. Have some access to the outside world. Ruka, you're gonna stay with me? You're gonna stay and watch me not squander this run? Thanks, buddy. Let's go. Okay. Did we go to our item room on this floor? I actually can't recall. Mom's Pearls is, like, decent. I would like another Spirit Heart, though. I got, like, so off track. I'm just gonna go down to the next floor. This floor was fine. But I got so off track here. I got off on a cross-generational wormhole that I don't even understand the freaking half of, man. I don't know, though, because I don't really know what generation I'm a part of. I know I'm a millennial. I drink cold brew coffee, so that's pretty much indisputable. And I like weird beers instead of, you know, whatever happened in the days when a beer was just a beer. Now it's, oh, I'll have an Imperial Radler, hold the grapefruit peel, please. Am I right? But, at the same time, I also buy fabric softener, and I have shopped in a department store before, which I think makes me almost like a millennial unicorn or something, because I hear that our generation is killing those industries. Which is, I don't know. I'm trying to think about how I feel about that. I don't understand the purpose of fabric softener. I buy it. I'll tell you the purpose of me buying it. My wife tells me to buy fabric softener. So I go to the store, and I don't go to the store to buy fabric softener. Come on, I mean, I'm my own man here. But if I'm at the store and we're out of fabric softener, I'll pick some up. I'm not gonna make a special trip, because I mean, I'm an autonomous man here. I wear the pants in this relationship. But if I'm at the store, I will pick up fabric softener. If we need it, and only if we need it, because I'm a man who makes my own decisions. But you might be saying, dude, you gotta stand up for yourself. If you don't understand why you're using fabric softener, you gotta stand up for yourself. Maybe you're right, but honestly, what if fabric softener is like the reason I love laundered clothes and I just don't know it? Like, maybe we're getting down a slippery slope. At first I'm like, oh, I don't need fabric softener anymore. Then I'm going to start to question everything. Maybe we don't need dryer sheets. Maybe we don't even need detergent. Just throw in all your clothes in a bar of freaking Zest or something like that. We might be able to make boss rush. We might as well give it a shot. Grab it. Go, 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 go. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got 19 damage. Let's go. I can't believe we made it, actually. And I don't really want to do it. Not for that, anyway. Did we go to our item room there, or am I just... I don't know, I feel like I'm completely off the rails here. We didn't go to our item room there. We probably skipped 2 item rooms on this floor. Commenters, I throw myself on the mercy of the court, okay? I saw my shot and I took it. I took a 3-pointer when we were down by 1. That was a bad decision, and you know what? Coach is going to yell at me on the bench. It's up to us to keep, you know, our play strong and snag the W here, so, you know, that we're not... We don't want to let... sports metaphors is the thing. Okay, so throw this down here. Secret room, thank you. I've focused too much on the commentary here, not enough on the gameplay. But all I'm trying to say is, first they came for the fabric softener, and I didn't say anything because I don't buy Downy. And then they came from the dryer sheets, and I didn't say anything because I'm not working at Bounce. These are probably all subsidiaries of Procter & Gamble, aren't they? And then when they came for the detergent... Who was left? Nobody. Pretty soon we're all gonna be washing our clothes on the freaking, you know, those things that you use if you got a band with spoons and like a jug in it. I think it's just called a washboard. Probably one of the most underrated instruments. You go down to the Grad Club Thursday nights, the washboard and theremin open mic. It's a classic, dude. I'll be there on the spoons. Kate's on the jug. It sounded like almost lewd, but wasn't, so I'll accept that. This run is like the antithesis of some of the runs we've had over the course of today, a little bit earlier. Like, today was the day I recorded that one, it probably went up yesterday, where we had like no speed, but got crazy strong, and then like the final 3 floors we beat in like 2 minutes. This one is like... a little less certain that we're gonna be okay. Just dance. But it's very strong in its own right. Just a couple of more Spirit Hearts. I feel like we've been, like, Spirit Heart starved over the course of this entire run. Quite a lot. You know I'm thinking there's gotta be a Tinted Rock hidden somewhere. Probably under the fabric softener. And Guppy's Head is doing incredible work for us, but... it's just not doing it enough because we're only getting 3 flies per room. We needed this wire coat hanger, and then... we have Guppy's Head. I think we take it. Trading 1 HP for a 50% chance to come back from the dead and the Guppy chance seems like a smart call to me. I think I might just use the Emperor card, but it depends. It's a lot better to use the Emperor card to escape the clutches of the Cathedral, as it's a little bit more difficult, for one. It's a lot of battery charges. In theory. I forgot we had jumper cables. That's why we're getting the extra Guppy's head charges on occasion. Good item. Not sure if Guppy's head is really the best way to take advantage of it, because we get charges for it so frequently anyway, but certainly I'm not turning up my nose at getting 3 extra flies on occasion. Gotta check. You know, even though we've only got 2 bombs, I would love to see if this is like the Hierophant. It is the Hierophant. Let's all go for a walk outside now. The summer sun comes. Continues to be easy money. Oh, dude. See, I think I'm a pretty disciplined person for the most part. You know, especially disciplined with my diet. What did I have for lunch? I had a double cheeseburger and an order of animal-style fries at a place in Vancouver that is called Cali Burger, but it's basically just In-N-Out, but they definitely do not have permission to use the trademark, so instead it's called Cali Burger. It was delicious. My left arm started to hurt a little bit during the meal. I just leaned back a little bit. 20 or 30 seconds later, good to go. So as you can tell, I'm quite a that was a joke. Maybe a tasteless joke, but a joke nonetheless. That's one of those things you say, and then you're like, man, I hope I don't die of a heart attack the day this video goes up, because those are gonna be, that's gonna be irony. I don't want my death to be ironic. I just want it to be, you know, a national holiday. Let's go. So as you can tell, I lead a disciplined life, but I've never wanted to use the Emperor card more than when I find a dead end, even though we've already explored like 70% of the floor. But we should be good here. I don't think we took damage at all on that floor, so that's great news. What we will do is Emperor, and clearly the odds of us becoming Guppy are effectively 0 now. By the way, did you notice Big Chubby blocks shots? It's probably like the 10th time I've had that revelation over the course of these videos, but that makes it like a weird, sort of interesting analog to the shielded tiers, which are actually pretty viable for us against a boss that's more of a bullet helly sort of experience here. I'm kind of into it. Now the chest is, I think, setting itself up to be a genuine challenge for us right now. Dude, don't even tempt me with this void nonsense. I don't want to do it. Not yet, anyway. Maybe if we get stacked on this floor. We don't have great luck, so I wouldn't necessarily expect it. 8-inch nails is like a 5 damage up. It's pretty good. Stem cells is nice. Ball of tar is what it is. And Robo Baby 2.0 is damage that I will probably like rarely notice, but certainly I'm not going to say no to it, especially since we already picked it up like, you know, almost a full minute ago at this point probably. This run has turned out quite nicely, actually. And it's, I mean, there were a couple of times we could have thrown it, but let's be honest. On the difficulty scale, this is like a 3. It's not an automatic win. It's not like 3 HP and a Mega to start, but, dude, look at me right now. We look like demonic Renly Baratheon from Season 2 of Game of Thrones. We got the Stag Crown. That's about it, but you gotta admit, maybe I've been a little too into that show lately. I'm seeing Renly Baratheon everywhere, man. He's my favorite character. I hope nothing bad happens to him. That's not a spoiler. It's Game of Thrones. Something bad happens to everybody. There's nobody on that show for whom, you know, the last 6 years of episodes has done, you know, positives with no possible losses to them. We should have killed that enemy last, but, you know, he was behind, or he was in front of the other enemy, so made it kind of tricky. Dude, Infamy, thank you for saving me from myself. You couldn't have done it twice in a row. I accept that, but thank you for at least reminding me that you're a sweet item. I appreciate you, and I wish more people did. You're doing the Lord's work out here, Infamy. Keeping my runs alive when they may or may not deserve to. Now, you might say, it's been a while since I watched Season 2 of Game of Thrones. Don't remember Renly Baratheon having a fetus attached to the side of his head. Dude, is this your first time ever watching an HBO season? You gotta watch the deleted scenes. There's a scene in which Natalie Dormer uses a scalpel to excise the fetus from the side of his head. It's pretty pivotal. It was a big moment in the books, but they couldn't put it into the show because of the FCC. You know, it's all politics in this day and age. Let's go. Now, that was probably like the most time invested to get the least valuable item at this point in the game, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just happy, again, we're getting some momentum. Even if the canonical streak is not continuing because of a, you know, hypothetical stupid loss that came recently. We're putting good episodes on video, and I'm thankful for it. This was a quick one, too. You know, at 28 minutes to beat Blue Baby. Like, that's a no-joke. Pseudo, like, speedrun might be a little bit of a stretch, but you get the idea. Nothing to sneeze at. And then the one time I wanted Void, they don't give me Void. Maybe if I say I wanted Void, I'll get the credit for it without actually going there. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Upside a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.